This segment of the news is brought to you by Finance of America. For all your mortgage needs, call Amy Childress or Shannon Keller at 702-372-6607.
After a large vessel stroke, how long does a patient have to get treatment in order to prevent long-lasting effects? A new study in JAMA found that a shorter time to treatment after a stroke is critical to having the best recovery. But just how long does a patient have to restore blood flow to the brain? Laura Berger has more in this week's JAMA report.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment. 775-751-7100.
Stroke is the 5th leading cause of death in the U.S. and the 2nd leading cause of death worldwide. Each year, more than 750,000 Americans experiences a stroke.
So it's critically important for patients to recognize the warning signs of stroke, get to the hospital as soon as possible, and for doctors, nurses, and health systems to then rapidly treat patients when they arrive.
Dr. Jeffrey Saver from UCLA and co-authors reviewed the outcomes of over 1,200 patients experiencing acute ischemic stroke in 5 large randomized clinical trials. Some patients received standard medical therapy, others received standard therapy plus treatment with a thrombectomy device. The authors found that the sooner the device, which pulls clots out of the affected artery and helps restore blood to the brain, is used, the better the patient's overall recovery.
There was some benefit of therapy up to 7 1/3 hours after onset. That's an important new aspect. If you get the artery open at 3 hours, then 65% of patients will be able to live independently 3 months later. If it takes 8 hours to get it open, then only 45% will be able to live independently. It makes a major difference in outcome.
It is critical for the public to be aware of the signs of stroke. Dr. Saver says use the acronym FAST. If you see facial drooping, arm weakness, and speech difficulty, it's time to call 911.
Often the patient can't make the call themselves because the stroke's affecting their speaking or their ability to recognize they're having a stroke. So it's very important for family, friends, witnesses. If you see someone having stroke-like symptoms, call 911. Every minute matters.
Laura Berger, the JAMA Report.
Thanks so much, Laura. Dr. Saber says hospitals should use this procedure within 75 minutes of a patient's arrival. A swarm of hundreds of small quakes along the San Andreas Fault has Southern California on a heightened alert for a major earthquake. The warning was issued by the governor of California's emergency services following a series of small tremors under the Salton Sea. At least 142 tremblers were detected near the southern end of the San Andreas Fault, ranging from a magnitude of 1.4 to 4.3. The probability of a quake along the San Andreas with a magnitude of 7.0 or higher could be as high as 1 in 100 and as low as 1 in 3,000. If a quake of that magnitude hit Southern California, the shaking could be felt locally. It's time to vote for the sale of the transmission line for Valley Electric Association. If they don't get all the votes needed for the sale in time, you, the members, will not receive the benefits.
We are going to be outside of Smith's and Walmart every day between now and October 14th. And everybody that comes out up to vote will receive a $10 gift certificate for that store that they can spend on groceries and whatever they want to do with that. Every weekday between 3 o'clock in the afternoon and 7 o'clock in the evening, we'll be out there to take votes and answer questions. And again, that's at Walmart and Smith's. And then we'll be at Walmart on the weekends from 9 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night.
They can also come vote at the office on Highway 372?
Yes, come on down to the office and any one of our CSRs will be able to assist you. Again, if you've lost your ballot, still come on down. We can take care of you.
All right, and they can also vote online, right?
Yes, you can. So if you do have your ballot, just go online. You can go to the VEA website at vea.coop, and you'll see the button there that says vote here for the transmission sale. You go right in there. It takes about 20 seconds and you're done.
And an Andre Butch Harper Act of Kindness Award was presented to Cathy Girard, who is the commander of the Disabled American Veterans.
That was the most moving experience for me as far as the community recognizing, because I was totally shocked. And at the wall brings it even more poignancy, because that wall, you stand in front of it. My guy that I had a bracelet for, he's up on that wall. Yeah. And when I was talking with veterans there, it wasn't so much that they needed, on-site help. All of them wanted hugs.
Yeah.
And this to me is a community hug.
It definitely is for all the things that you do every single day. The commander of the Disabled American Veterans, what a ceremony you guys had on Saturday.
We had a presentation ceremony of presenting a wreath, as well as doing each of the services dog tags, and then we presented a dog tag from the chapter to go with the wreaths traveling with the wall.
So the Butch Andre Harper Act of Kindness Award, he himself was a veteran.
Yes, he was. Everybody called him Patches, because the first thing, you a veteran? Yeah. Where have you been? Let me see some patches. If you have some, I would love to have them, because I build collages.
Yeah, and he put them all over the country in children's hospitals.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So congratulations on the Act of Kindness Award.
Thank you so much. I'm still, wow.
And during their last meeting, the Nye County Commissioners discussed filling a vacant radio tech position in the Communication Division within Nye County.
For possible action, discussion, deliberation to fill a vacant radio communication tech position, 13-009-001, a communications systems supervisor position.
I have a question for the county manager before we get going too far here. I know the position, I know what the guy does. Is there anybody else who can climb mountains if we don't fill this right away? Because that's basically what he does.
Leap tall buildings with a single bound?
Yeah,
No.
somebody like that.
No.
And
There is no backup to this
There is no
position
backup to this.
whatsoever.
Right. So we're in another position where this is communications, and this would take us down if we don't fill it.
Down.
Could take us down. Yeah. Motion to approve.
Good luck trying to find somebody to replace
Second.
that person.
But I do have a question.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought I read in here that you're asking to waive the 90 days.
Absolutely.
Okay, but you don't want to fill the position until April?
Well, that is according to your, I'm sorry, Danelle, I don't mean to be speaking for you.
Your direction is that they,
Wait 90
that there's a
days.
90-day wait after the accrual payouts. So that's what this reflects, is the direction that we've been given by the board.
So the person who made the motion would like to change their motion. I would entertain that.
So the bottom part, it has it in there that the department is asking for the waive.
Okay, I get that.
I'm-
I would withdraw my second unless that waiver of the 90 days is part of it.
This position, the reason I made this motion, this used to be Brad, I believe.
It is still Brett.
Oh, is it? And he leaves on the 29th? Is he here?
No.
Oh, we should just chain him to that little quad thing that he
I
uses.
tried,
Yeah.
believe me.
All our communication towers, Brad's the guy who goes up on the tops of all these mountains all alone and in the middle of snowstorms and
Brett
everything
has
else.
13 children, yes.
So can we get the motion amended or not?
What would you like it amended to?
I don't think you want to wait the 90
So that
days.
it waives the 90 days?
I guess
you
I meant to fill it right away. I make a motion to fill this position as soon as possible.
Do I have do I have a second?
Thank you, I'll second.
Thank you. I have a motion and a second. Any other questions? Call for the vote.
Aye. Thank you for clarifying that, by the way.
Thank you.
I realize now that I was saying not till it's paid out.
When we return, we're going to tell you what's going on with the Board of County Commissioners tomorrow.